Visby, Visby.
Good morning from Visby, Sweden, on the island of Gotland. We're staying in a much more unique place today. Each one of these benches you see is for a little apartment. We went from a Clarion in night shipping that has many services to a place that has no services here in Visby, and that was done on purpose just to do something different. But they have a nice pool which is not open, especially so early on Sunday morning, but it looks like they have it all sealed up for now. Here you can see the name. I'll get you a better sign of that in a moment. This is this place is more like a apartment complex that you can rent for days, weeks at a time. But it's very adequate for the bunch of us. As you can see, it's a little dark and dreary this morning. No bright sunshine. I thought I'd give you a glimpse of what some of the apartment buildings look like here in Visby. You will hear a seabird or two in the background. And like all Swedish towns, there's a great bicycle walking path on the city streets. Morning. Normal transportation method. Okay, here we are in the Visby Square. See the old Visby wall ruins, although most of the wall is intact. And you see over here, after this trailer moves, that we'll be walking through the wall opening. Catch you later. Looks like these kids are having a good time. This is a concrete goat to keep cars from going down this road.
No, I'm the goat. I'm the goat. I'm the goat.
Okay, now we are in the inner circle of the square, the walls of the city. Okay, at this moment we're inside the Gotland City Museum. A lot of things to see here. A lot of old artifacts. The Visby area. Let's start over here. Good morning. This is Monday morning, the 31st of July. And we have left the town of Visby, but now we were on the coast, the upper western coast of Gotland Island. And we see there's a few campers along here. Some of these campers have a neat little van and the lid raises up. We'll see what exists here along the coast. Looks like there's a number of seabirds down here, but we'll get closer. Okay, here's what the actual shoreline looks like here. It has an abundance of sand and also some sort of seaweed that's collected along the coast. A few, not a lot, but a few white waves. The Baltic Sea looks very, very large here. Here it looks like the tide is receding some because it's left the brown seaweed up here. Looks like we have some seabirds and a duck or two in the water. The magic and the power of these small waves here on the Baltic. Okay, we have driven north on Gotland Island up to the town, looks like Borge. B-U-N-G-E, and here we have a Viking village. Of course, first you have to have your coffee and saffron pancakes. This is a very rustic looking fence here. Looks like the main part of the village is on the other side of the highway here. Looks like a young employee. Here's a map of the village, quite large. Looks like there's some picture stones, or those are mostly picture stones, I guess. Old Viking stones. Here's a beautiful thatched hut. The entrance. This is the other side of the entrance. And looks like those rock piles over there could be burial grounds. But this is a very unique fence. Yes, I was right about the rock piles are actually graves. Let you pause that to read it. More buildings in the Viking village. Looks like there's a pagan cross here. Very high.
Grinding wheel that you can turn and sharpen your axe on.
Nice little garden. Let me get a shot at the grinding wheel.
Yeah.
Manual operated.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm sure a number of you folks are familiar with the grinding wheel for sharpening knives and axes. And this one is very basic. Notice the pieces of branches that are used to keep it together, using a big fork in the tree. Pretty cool. Here's an extra room attached to this big house. And again, it's a small bed. Nice table though, by the window. Oh, fact, this is called a guest room, used as a bridal suite or a funeral parlor. Well, I'm sure you can guess what this is. Something from the medieval ages that the Vikings had to use too.
Shame was outside the parish church and was used as a mass punishment for disobedient men and women. Hands and feet were locked, and they had to sit here while worship was held. Well, it was abolished in 1864, but you know what? I think people could also
Now this one's not made out of wood,
laundry day.
obviously.
It's laundry day, I can tell. This big stone. This must have been the laundry. Wow. Little tubs. Thing for heating up your irons. I think if I'd lived in this time, I would have been a laundress.
Yeah.
I would have enjoyed that.
This must have been a common laundry facility. As we can see, a wash tub over there. A place to heat up the iron. Okay, here you go. Here's something you haven't seen yet in our videos. This is actually a windmill. Most of the others I've seen have been up on stilts to maybe be as high as 20 feet off the ground. But this is set up here for real close to the ground. Now, speaking of windmills though, here's a much larger design that I'll walk to here so you can see it. Of course, this is from the 1800s, not the Viking Age. Looks like it could use some repair, but I'm sure they don't want to use it at all. I'm sure that was a very efficient windmill.
Hey. Don't get stuck playing the maypole game there. I think the boys got really aggressive, so don't even get started.
It's fun.
Okay.
It's super fun.
Nice brick wall. This is a boatman's house. Really a nice brick wall here. Let's go see what's inside the boatman's house. Okay, this is the inside of the boatman's house.
Oh, it's starting to rain.
Yes, it is.
That's too bad.
Now, notice the bed is a little bit larger than the ones in the Viking Age. I don't know if that's a pull-out bed there or not, but another great fireplace. Small and compact. A fan to keep the fire going. A very, very nice cabinet. And again, another fireplace. This must have been the main kitchen area. A nice window for the kitchen. And another nice bed in the kitchen. See, this is where all the plates were stored at. Could have been. Okay, we have boarded our boat to leave Visby and head back to the mainland. You can see there's my family here getting ready. Thank you. Looks not very full. In fact, it's pretty empty today. This is the front lounge area. Okay, if you can hear me, we are leaving Visby, Gotland. The wind is pretty vicious out here. And here is a view of Visby, receding in the east as we're traveling to the west to reach the mainland of Sweden. What a lovely, lovely place to visit. This is the aft of the ship, the ferry, and notice what we have down here. There's no roof for the vehicles. There's two big semis right there in the middle, the last things to get on board, and then the others are campers on both sides of the semis. Of course, the black thing you see there is the ramp itself that you have to drive up on. But more importantly, we're leaving Visby. Visby, Gotland is really a place to visit.